Welcome back, my warriors, to more AI and the Somnium files. We're going to go ahead and continue on after we just did So's Psync. And we're back here in the Psync Machine room. Now let's go ahead and quickly observe the whole area. What would I give to be trapped in Eureka? Yep. Alright. Monitor on. Different strings of characters and numbers continue to scroll in the monitor. Yep. Alright. Monitor off. Alright. That's that. Got a handrail. The Psync Machine. Alright. Anything else? Nothing over here, nothing on there. Alright, there's Pewter. Sync door. CRT monitor. Oh, I didn't have anything to say. Metal shelf or steel shelf.
I wanna beat So over the head with that thing.
I see. Apparently you need your dosage increased.
Dosage?
Yeah, they still haven't explained what dosage they've been giving him. Alright, binders. Mava Shinjuku. Alright. Yeah, I think that's it. We can't really look anywhere else. Alright, so let's start with Pewter, as we always do. Really?
During a sync, the syncer's consciousness, or ego, is brought into the subject's somnium. They enter the subconscious mind, or more accurately, sink into it. At this time, the syncer's memories are left in their original body. Picture an egg. The ego is the egg yolk that goes into the subject's brain. The syncer's memories are the whites which remain in the shell. The syncer, or rather the syncer as their pure ego, experiences the subject's somnium. But to be precise, it is not only ego. When synced, a modicum of memory data does get sent into the subject's brain. Imagine separating an egg yolk from its whites. No matter how you try, some of the egg whites will always stick to the yolk. This is just like that.
Okay, I think I understand what he's saying.
The subject of the sync remembers certain persons or objects that appear in Somnium. But they might not have a clear form. Our dreams are sometimes vague or unclear after all. Even the subject of the dream themselves. I told you earlier that the syncer experiences the dream from the perspective of an observer. That is why the person creating the dream can appear within it. But perhaps they do not have an objective view of themselves, like a mirror or picture. Perhaps he's never watched himself on television. Rare for a politician, but not unheard of. He lacks that objective picture of himself. He remains stoic and unattached despite his position of power. I find that quite powerful. To be able to put your ego aside and see yourself as God sees you is an ability many charismatic people share.
Okay, I think I understand. He was talking about how he didn't see himself, so maybe that figure wasn't actually him, but someone he saw.
He may not have a rational, objective assessment of himself. So, even if this figure is ambiguous,
It could be So.
indeed.
Okay.
Imagine the human brain as being made up of two elements: memory and algorithmic structure. The former is preferable because the latter can be problematic. It can output things based on the inputs it is given. To make this easier to understand, compare this to a computer. Memory is like your data stored on a hard disk. The algorithm is the program. This program controls everything, from higher cognitive functions to primitive instinct. This program is what creates the phenomenon of consciousness. In short, it is your ego algorithm, what you call your mind. Recognition, cognition, consciousness. All of these processes are incomprehensible without the ego algorithm. However, the Wadjet system is revolutionizing the way we think about consciousness.
The Wadjet system controls my core programming.
Using Wadjet, we could map the neural circuitry of the human brain. And we discovered a specific circuit that is key to the phenomenon of consciousness. However, we human beings are still unable to fully grasp it. It's far too complicated. But even if we don't understand it, we can still use it. You don't have to understand electromagnetism to use a microwave oven. The Wadjet system is how we are able to extract the Syncer's consciousness. That is what makes syncing possible.
Okay, it's still a little bit confusing, but I kind of understand it. Alright, boss? Can we arrest warrant for did the crime scene? Okay.
No, nothing yet. They arrived a while ago, but that warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery.
I know. Iba, can you check to see if it's the Okiura we know?
Searching.
Oh yeah, Rinju.
I saw it on the monitor. Iba saving Iris as she was being stabbed. Of course, since you and Iba are one and the same, it's like you saved her, Date. But that was just a dream. It's not real. Saving her in Somnium won't save her now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but here's the thing that Peter, I don't understand. How were we able to affect that when it's his memories? If anything, Iba should have just, like, waved her hand through his body.
Are you kidding me? You know that what we find in Somnium can't be submitted as evidence in court. Besides, we don't even know for sure if that figure was so.
You said it was.
I said that it's probably him.
Excuse me? I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
Okay, that was weird. It paused very long before he said anything.
Come to think of it, I still haven't heard your explanation for this. 2 days ago, you called Shoko Nadami just after 9 p.m. Why?
That is a private matter that I will not discuss with you.
What were you doing at 5 p.m. 2 days ago?
Reading a book at home. You can ask my housekeeper or my bodyguards. They will confirm that for you.
That does match what the bodyguard said earlier.
But they're like family to him. They're not above telling a lie to protect their boss.
Are we sure about that?
I've been telling you I don't know anything.
That's impossible. I saw Iris in your dream. You have to have some memory of her.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
Yeah, Dante needs to remember that these people can't remember what we saw.
I didn't.
Are you planning on acting dumb all night? How did you know Iris was stabbed?
I heard it.
What?
On my way to this place, I heard that woman over there talking. Something about a girl who got stabbed in the back.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, you.
I don't remember exactly what I said. It's possible that I mentioned a body with stab wounds to the back.
Boss.
It is impossible to determine now. He very well may not have seen Iris's body.
No. He still must have. He was in the warehouse.
But does that mean we can conclude for certain that he saw the corpse? Date, the investigation team is calling.
This is Date from Abyss. What happened?
Hey, sorry to call you out of the blue. There's something we want to check. Is now a good time?
Sure, what is it?
You said you found a body at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. The one at Ariake? Warehouse District?
Don't tell me the actual culprit was still in there. And he was probably in that crate, wasn't he? Alright, in or hiding behind the forklifts.
Yes, that's right.
Huh. Okay.
Why? What happened?
It's, not here.
What's not there?
We searched all over the warehouse. We didn't find any bodies.
Cold Storage Warehouse, Sunday, 11:25 p.m.
What do you mean there's no body?
We looked everywhere, but nothing.
Date, I am not doubting you. However, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I saw it. I know I saw it. I saw Iris's body with my own right eye.
Then perhaps someone moved the body between the time we left and CSI arrived.
No, there's another possibility.
There is?
Somnium Residence, Sunday, 11:58 p.m.
Date?
Iris!
What are you doing? Barging in without ringing the doorbell? Oh, you see, Mizuki ended up staying at my place. Something wrong?
The world changed.
Day 4, Monday. Police Headquarters, Monday, 9:32 a.m.
Iba and I saved Iris during the Psync yesterday. She wasn't killed.
True, but that was only a dream.
Maybe the dream changed reality.
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
Iva, how are you affecting his dosages? Because I'm pretty sure that's what's affecting probably his memory right now. Alright, let's go to the room again.
Hey, Date, who's cuter? The Matryoshka or Iba?
The first one.
I will carve out your insides and turn you into a Matryoshka.
Yeah, no.
You know, the kanji for chair comes out to strange mushroom. Makes me think of a man's strange mushroom, if you know what I mean.
Seriously, is that the only thing you can think about right now?
Alright, hey, and we're looking all the way to the side. What, can we get in the bags? No, we can't. Filled with whips? What? Alright. Door, shelves, bags again, with whips. Tombstone. I don't think I clicked on that last time. See up here, anything? There was something I didn't click on. Nope, I did. Flag.
If only money rained down from the sky.
Okay.
If only I could control you with a remote. Make you do this, make you do that.
Okay. A lot of new lines.
I've been wondering, Which balls are bigger? Yours or this soccer ball?
The soccer ball, obviously.
Yep, new voice lines.
I can't believe it's not a raccoon.
What?
She's making a pun. Alright, not a raccoon. Soba.
Happy birthday to you. That song used to be copyrighted, you know? But now it's public domain and I can sing it to my heart's content. Don't you love it?
I guess, is it? Has it been 70 years since the creation? Oh. Unless it's going by the old style of copyright.
Where should I put old Jack here?
I thought his name was Bill.
Alright. Okay, bookshelf.
So the darts board has all these holes and the tip of the dart goes in, right? It's kind of sexual, don't you think?
I do not understand. What is sexual about it?
You don't want to know.
Alright. Chair. Alright. Public bath, door curtain. Map. Poster.
I sleep with a different one every night. They're so fluffy.
Oh, body pillow.
Okay. Little poster. Symbols. Board. Skis.
We should go skiing.
That was out of nowhere.
Is that a no?
Of course it is. We're in the middle of an investigation.
What? You don't want to go night skiing on my bunny hills?
I will not allow such scandalous behavior.
I was just kidding. What are you, jealous?
I don't know. I think I was based on a girl or a woman.
Did you ever used to play with these rulers like a gun when you were in elementary school?
I don't know. I don't have any memories from back then, remember?
What? All the way back? Goodness, Matt. Okay. Stationary bike.
Consider it a good luck charm, so you don't drown when you sink.
Okay. That was kind of clever.
Grandpa. Answer me, Grandpa.
I'm not really worried about her mental health right now. Alright, pennant. Tree.
Merry Christmas.
It's November.
Not yet. It's been here since, yeah. Not right now, that's the time of this upload. Alright, coat hanger. Cabinets, books, poster, another poster, silver door curtain. There's another one? Wow. Alright, computer. And there's a clock that I've never actually noticed. Rug?
Under no circumstances are you allowed to look under this rug. Do you understand?
What have you got under there?
Alright. I think, oh wait, there's a desk. Yeah, and these stickers mean nothing to me right now. Alright, that should be everything. Let's talk to Boss and Iva. Or we can talk to myself. Alright. Nope. Dream changing about Renju. Okay.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
Okay, we already know about that.
I would suggest searching the warehouse again. You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected. Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message. In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Renju, where did you go?
Alright.
It is absurd. Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous.
Yeah, it's very convenient for you to only be at 2% when we actually got there, though. Almost like it was planned. Alright. And then, I don't know. Maybe Date's mind, because in order for her to actually, be his eye, they have to do something to his brain, right? I don't know. Maybe this widget system is messing with him.
Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality? If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating. Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
Think about it. We'll keep quiet.
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct? It is possible she may have something for you by now.
I asked Mama for information too, but I had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Mama can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
Okay, let's talk to Boss next. About prophetic dreams, okay.
Stranger things have been known to happen. 2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium. It must have been a prophecy.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Boss' knack for change is one of her good qualities. Not having beliefs in what she believes in. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted to. Alright.
Date and Iba saved Iris in Somnium, and that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not impossible.
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know?
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss.
Yeah, what would you know about that, Iba? You're a robot, at best, or some type of program. But yeah, like I said, that shouldn't have happened if that was just a memory. So, yeah, that shouldn't have happened if that was just a memory.
Congressman Sejima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A. 3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone. We still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sejima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night, but he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was an Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories, yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris.
Alright.
I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
What was I supposed to do? We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
Alright.
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS. She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscate building.
There are 4 people I should talk to. So Sejima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of investigation.
Let's get moving.
Alright, and we're on it again. Okay. So, I don't know why we won't go talk to Mama, but whatever. We can go talk to Mama, we can go talk to Hitomi, we can go Lemniscate, or the code. Let's just do it how we did the last time. Cold storage warehouse, Monday. With Aiba in my left eye socket, I walked in the cold storage warehouse. I could see my breath. I looked around, shivering. Nothing seemed changed from last night, though. Alright, where's that crate? Alright, there's nothing in it. Let's see.
There are numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves. There is nothing abnormal about them.
Can we x-ray them at all? Like, come on, Aiba.
The crane on the ceiling. Nothing has changed.
Wasn't there an ice machine in here before? Where is it now? Is that it in the back? Alright.
A forklift. It doesn't seem like it's in use. It was likely just left here.
The tires of the forklift in the ground, they're clearly frozen. And that forklift had a lot of holes in it.
A forklift. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Okay. This one doesn't have ice on it, so... But if both of these were in here at the same time, then this one should have ice on it. So why doesn't this one? Unless it was moved or used.
There are only a few items on the shelf. It is likely that this warehouse isn't in regular use.
Okay.
That machine is used to cut ice. Do they store ice here?
Okay, I didn't see that before. Okay, there it goes. Alright, I guess it is there.
A switchboard. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Okay, anything else? Rafters? Nothing? Nope, okay, the table now.
You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But the second time...
The corpse was gone.
It was 11:25 p.m. But the body could not have simply vanished.
Yes, it could. We arrived here at 9 left, and then it was discovered, I guess, by the police by that time, 11? That's enough time to move a body. Almost an hour.
Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
At what time?
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m.
So that's about a full hour, because we left as soon as we saw it. She said we arrived here at 9, saw the body and left. That's almost a full hour.
After we finished syncing with So.
A full... Okay.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Exactly.
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Unknown. The report does not specify. Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Outside influence?
See, that would make more sense.
In any case, there is nothing of note about the bench. Examining it will not reveal any further information.
Alright, anything else? Ice machines? Cardboard? This wiring? The crane? Forklift? Shelf with boxes? Anything on the floor? Nothing at all? Because I know I can't get out of here without examining something. What was that? Overhead crane?
It's a wooden box. There is nothing inside.
Okay. We searched the warehouse again. We didn't find anything useful.
Nothing.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
Alright, I almost got concerned a little bit there, but I found this box. Alright. I guess we can go talk to Hitomi. Sagan residence, Monday.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
Alright. Search, I think number 2? Yeah, because we talked to Iris last time.
Shoebox. Mysterious object. Clock. Double time. Like a steam over. No, okay. Lamp. Bookshelf again. Anything on these bookshelves? Nope. Alright. Cupboard. Let's see, anything in the sky? Kitchen counter. Table. Chair. No? Okay.
Date, a riddle. A man-eating alligator lives in a river. There are no bridges or boats. How do you cross?
Well, let's see. You jump across?
Wrong. The solution is simple. You just swim across.
But what about the man-eating alligator?
He's at a convention out of town. He isn't in the river.
That wasn't good.
Refrigerator. Nope. Door. Cushion. Phone. Alright. Iris. Or flower. Yep. Window. Sofa. Right. Tea. No table. How to handle a monster parent. Okay. Anything on the right of me? Oh yeah, look at these speakers. That's what I thought anyway, but then I realized that was just a plant. Pineapple, really? Speaker system. Alright. There's everything. Let's not take too long with that. A rug? No? Okay, let's talk to Tommy.
Wait, there's a ceiling fan. I keep forgetting that's there. And a light. Alright, it's Monday today. Isn't it a school day? Yeah.
Today's a holiday. I suppose there's never a day off for a detective. Oh, but you aren't a detective, right?
Technically, yes. But I still deal with crime.
I see. Today is a holiday.
You forgot too, didn't you?
Alright.
Did something happen to him? You asked me that yesterday.
Okay, they didn't do that right. She said something about him yesterday. It was not on there. This is the first mistake I think I've noticed. There's no point in hiding it. I told her about Renji's disappearance.
Right from the hospital? I'm sorry. I have no idea.
I'm not going to really try and get in contact with them about that.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that. But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy!" I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
Okay.
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes. It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid. Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too. Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. Mama, you're a good dancer. That's the kind of girl she was.
You speak as if she's not alive.
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance? She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
Okay, none of this seems relevant.
Six years ago, I was the victim of a shooting. After the surgery, Iris came in running, and she was sobbing.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life.
Okay, now that was a little bit more helpful.
Iris must really enjoy dancing.
Yeah, that's all I got out of it.
Yeah.
Though her drawing skills could use some work.
Drawing skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
Oh yeah, I didn't even click on that.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Ikume Shrine in the Minato district?
6 years ago. Isn't that when the incident happened?
I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
Yeah, but not for the reason you're thinking.
I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Okay, I wonder who that doctor is now.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love.
Okay.
Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliché, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you, but we both knew. We were getting closer and closer. I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park.
So does that mean you lied to me earlier?
Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting. Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic.
Alright, that explains the picture.
But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
Okay.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
Okay. So yeah, that kind of works with what was happening with the Kumakura. Alright. The drawing on the wall. Iris drew when she was 12. Alright, Hitomi.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing. We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, so it's not too different from number 89's story. Well, he never went into detail about him and Hitomi. He stopped at that point, actually. Alright, next, let's go to Tsujima residence.
So Sejima is a key person of interest in this case. Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment. I checked the call logs of So's phones. Congressman Sejima has one phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. One call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago, from Fuchu Prison. The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Number 89?
Yes. This is most likely the same person who called HQ.
I know who killed you.
Alright, I didn't want to hold off on that. But I think I told you guys one time that the background is not moving, and neither are we. Because these cars never get out from in front of us. And I think there's like a rail that the cars on the right go through. Steering wheel.
When you crash, the first thing you hit is the dash.
Interesting.
Okay. Center console. Nothing else. The window. Review. Okay. 89 name. In jail for. Who is 89? Okay.
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
Okay, yeah.
Murder. He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Sounds exactly like who we think it is.
From what I can determine, he is an assassin. He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His code name is Falco.
Falco?
Correct.
Okay, those beats are something I need to pay more attention to.
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sejima for that information.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did, but that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Yeah, because Peter hasn't told us yet.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Roger.
Sejima Residence, Monday.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse. Isn't your investigation over?
Technically it's supposed to be. Alright, Topiary. Nadamochi. Garden stone, trees. Alright. Mansion.
Speaking of gardens, what kind do you prefer?
I like a well-manicured lawn. But some bushes aren't bad either. I mean, what?
Yeah. Alright. I'm pretty sure that wasn't what Iva was talking about, but it's Date. It's like a little island. Pond.
Iva, look! A merman.
So is a wealthy politician. It is no surprise to me that he has a merman. Wait, a merman?
Oh, hey everybody! I'm a merman.
Where? I heard a strange sound just now. Could it be? I heard a strange sound at the warehouse too when we clicked on some boxes. No. It was after in Boss's room I heard. Was it? No. It was in the Psync room where I heard that voice. And there's a merman somewhere. Goodness man. Let's see. Alright, nothing else. So? About Iris, why'd you call? Warehouse 89, okay.
I told you I will not answer that question.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
You are beginning to irritate me.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
Why didn't we get a warrant? That's what I'm asking.
Number 89? Who is that?
An inmate at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
Alright, that's an okay defense.
If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help you.
So where's the secretary?
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lying. This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying.
Yeah. Because it's one thing if he knows her as an internet idol, but why would that be a bad thing to know about?
After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding so?
Haven't you people got enough? I'm very busy, excuse me. Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you. I don't ever want to see you again. So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore. It's what's best for both of us, understand?
So walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing. Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
What do you mean could kill me? Alright, Marble Lemniscate. Let's go to Marble. Marble, Monday.
You need more info on Ren? I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
I see.
Alright.
You're so cold, Mama.
Hey, I'm over here.
Alright. Never tell us the name of the song, though. St. Sebastian.
Hey, Mama. What's with the pizza, fish, and chips?
People used to call me that on the internet all the time. Guess it's stuck.
Pizza, fish, and chips. Ah, I see. Piece of...
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and skip that. Tax, he drives her. Who is this? It looks like a poster for something. Tax, he drives her? Okay. I guess these are word puns or something. Posters, lights, lighting. Nope. Sofa, table. Nope, nada. Counter. Condiments menu. It's writing on the back. Shelf. TV.
Care to watch some riveting videos with balls and holes?
Sorry, I don't like golf.
Exactly. But I do. I would actually like to watch that. Okay. Taps.
Hey, Date. You know what I say when I turn into a drunk devil?
Dev Ale.
Okay. I guess he heard that one before. Alright, counter, menu. Alright, guess we can talk to Mama now.
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
Absolutely not.
Oh, Falco?
You know him?
I know him as a famous assassin in the underworld. Just rumors, though, nothing specific.
What kind of rumors?
He's good. 100% success rate, no evidence. He was a world-class killer.
Did you ever meet him?
Nope. I don't even know what he looks like.
Any other info?
I know he's connected to the Kumakuras somehow.
Them again.
Well, that's about it. You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
Oh, we can actually hear his voice now. I remember Renju saying that to me after he and I went to a bottle, and I'm pretty sure he isn't a policeman right now.
You're a policeman.
Oh, okay. Well, he just answered that.
I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
Me? Well, yeah. Not just one, countless bodies. When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water, and they pass. Just like that. Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown. The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So I... Why am I telling you all this?
Probably guilt.
Are you going to arrest me?
Yeah, see, the only person who ever really admits guilt is someone who still has at least a semblance of goodness in them. I took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing. Wow, that's a long wait. Alright.
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
I don't have anything else for you. Sorry I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, that's new. Alright guys, next time we'll be going to head over to Lemniscate. I think after that we'll have to deal with the number 89 at Abyss and or come here to Mama and talk to whoever we need to talk to. But yeah, we really didn't find out too much anything that we didn't already know. Especially with Hitomi, that was like a whole drag. I mean, she gave us nothing aside from her side of the story with number 89, because we already know who he is, you know? Having all this information already and having to rehear it just in a different fashion, I don't know. And now we kind of understand how the Psync Machine may work. Like I said, I kind of had a problem with how it was doing, because it's like we shouldn't have been able to affect the memory, because we shouldn't have been able to affect the memory. Blackboard?
This, however, appears to be a simple Italian pizza with fish and french fries.
Alright, I guess I didn't finish that. But yeah, guys, next time we'll go to Lemniscate and I guess talk to Iris. But yeah, guys. With all that said, I'll see you next time.